Red, Petrol, and Crabby had been driving for miles since leaving Fenville. New York kept to sight. He stopped for a minute to think before looking for Chapel Street. We can drive in smoothly to find the shop. It might not be open if we came early, said Red. We're letting the chief find us. If we do, he'll take long to catch up, said Crabby. He's got the map, but he doesn't know New York, said Petrol, pointing out. That's the idea. We can shoot him the quick way. It should be in the back street, Red explained. After thinking, he entered the city. Just at the back. Quiet. The chief, meanwhile, was indeed driving to New York. He kept to Fenderville, meeting Captain Parker. Finley was saying to me they were heading to the world of the past in Chapel Street. I was there myself, said Captain Parker. You've sure got some explaining when I find them, said the chief. Finley, hearing them, each Red. Come in, Red. The chief's at my place. Listening to clearly. Tell him if you want me to guide him. Roger that. They're at the shop. Follow me. If you took the way, said he. Thanks. The Oop's got a map, said Chief, and he laughed. In Chapel Street, Red and his friends were waiting by the shop, which was open. Things explained to me the chief is all her who lead the way as he doesn't who Tasmania, said Red. Just a minute, me Red. We took the way to Taranna, Petrol pointed out. And we can't drive on the right either. Crabby also pointed out. problem. I've got a map of the continent. We drive on the left, hence we're to enter a yard. Called as Aussies call it, a tip. Then we drive across the Tasman Bridge, and the rest of the journey hoof from Cambridge. Red piped up. Clever. Let's do it, commented Crabby. Red, Petrol, Crabby, where are you? There he is. Follow me. Sweetabelle will tell him where we went. With a quick slip, the fire engines ducked into the shop quietly so as not to get exposed. Sweetabelle explained to them to hide in a second door, finding a wall with a third. Oh! It was quiet as they entered it. The noise of the shop and city were blocked, meaning we had time to enter the door to adventures. There we go. Red gave the signal. One by one, he went through it. Quite suddenly, they discovered themselves in a wood. A smell hit their noses somewhere at the edge. It got them wondering if there was more stinky bubbles. Red led the way as usual. There wasn't any stinky bubble, but a yard full of green waste. We're in Glenorchy, guys. We can find Taranna after we wait for the chief, said Red. He gave us travel records before we left, said Crabby. Just Oh, 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 look there. Travis. Just then, the chief appeared, rather puzzled than trying to ask what was going on. What on earth were you doing, avoiding another ship I nearly booked? He managed to question Red. We were traveling to New York so as to let you follow us, Chief, after visiting Fenderville, fighting a fire, said Red. This lure trick worked. A cheat, leaving a note on your door. Now all in Tasmania, we should find Taranna Fire Station. I too all did this shortcut. Or detour, but I'll let you lead us to who. The who was needing a new engine to get to Canada 10 days it reaches. After meeting together, we went on their way. Across the bridge. Next, the highway valley, then into Sorrel. Just away from them, in the distance, they saw Spook, the cheese. Another fire engine took them, flashing its light. Give us a hand. Chocolate factory's aflame, a firefighter said from a window. so they did. All 5 of them went driving fast through the wood, not having a foothold. Across the turning bridge in Taranna, all the swoop in Eaglehawk Neck till arriving in Taranna. A yard nearby was on fire. Without hesitation, he sprayed water on the flames. So they were gone. Nice work, said Sam. Hope they didn't know. We're glad to assist, said Red. We saw the spook from Sorrel. For an arrival rescue, you might live in the Taranna fire station. You'll learn things when patrolling and exploring at the same time, said Sam. Before fire engines came to their destination. We rested, as it had been a long drive. A first thing was to happen when looking in the woodlands. Chief had to get used to Taz's whoop.